What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Eddie Express DFS podcast presented to you by Draft Dashboard. As always, remember you can try out the tools that I'm using in this video 30 days for $1 by clicking the link in the description below. Gets you access to 30 days of the MLB, NHL, and MLB. MLB is right around the corner. Great time to get on board. Test drive out the tools in the NBA for today and tomorrow. Get on it for MLB. I'm excited for MLB. I love MLB DFS, especially when the NBA gets to be annoying and you have teams tanking and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. You have people that'll be game time decisions and they won't play because they're on teams that aren't in the playoffs. So here's the cheat sheet today. Towns. Towns is probably the best play on the board outside of Trae Young, in my opinion. I'm going to be running 20 lineups into the mini-max, or the and one. So I'm going to be playing 20 lineups today for the first time in a while, just because the NBA has been so ridiculous lately. I can't really focus on one thing because there's just been some crazy shit happening. Position optimizer. Before we get into picks, please hit the thumbs up video. It really helps me start reaching some more people. So hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. We give out a video every single day, so can't beat that. I'm not one of those guys that just takes days off because the slate sucks. Hey, look, the last week of the slates have sucked, but I'm still out here pumping out a video. Point guard, Trae Young, 25% projected ownership, 39% chance of hitting 5x value. Look, this is a really good matchup against New Orleans. Trae Young's been really good lately. And, you know, it's a phenomenal matchup. People are going to shy away from him because his price is $8,200. I'm not going to be one of them. He's going to be one of my highest owned players along with Cat. I will have Young and Cat. I'll probably be double, maybe triple the field on both of those players. But Trae Young for me at point guard. Shooting guard today, I went with Marcus Smart. 27% projected ownership, 45% chance of hitting 5x. Marcus Smart's usage like doubles with Kyrie off the floor. Kyrie's out. So Marcus Smart just makes a lot of sense. His usage goes over 20%. Plays heavy minutes. A lot of people are going to just plug in Terry Rozier at $6,800. I'd much rather go to Marcus Smart at almost a $2,200 discount. Just makes sense for me. Small forward today. Look, he's not exciting, but Shaq Harrison again. 50% projected ownership, 22% chance of hitting 5x. He's going to play 40 minutes. Levine's out, Porter's out, Dunn's doubtful. So Shaq Harrison's going to be playing 40 minutes. And in those 40 minutes, he might struggle to score more than 25 points because that's what Shaq Harrison does. But he's someone that you're just going to have to roll the dice with. You're going to have to take a value spot. A lot of people will be on this guy for the same reason that I am. It's a minutes thing. You're going to play 40 minutes at 4,400. You just kind of have to plug them in. Power forward today. I went with Thomas Bryant. 30% projected ownership, 29% of hitting 5x value. He's only got a 4x projection, but he played 35 minutes last game. He get 35 minutes out of $5,200 center and a decent one in Thomas Bryant. If he stays out of foul trouble, I think he'll be plenty fine at that price. So I went with Thomas Bryant. And then the last guy I went with was Karl Anthony Towns. He's just matchup proof as it is. Look at the recency log. He has had one game under 50 in the last 5. The Clippers is a great matchup for him. 22% projected ownership, 51% chance of hitting 5x. So we can take all that. We can take our tools that we're using right here to make our picks. Now we can put them in the lineup optimizer. On DraftKings, it spits out this. Well, we're gonna be making some changes here. Markkanen's interesting though. I do kind of like Markkanen. So put Thomas Bryant here. We'll get Trae Young at the point guard spot. Shooting guard, we'll go and grab Marcus Smart. Our small forward play was Shaq Harrison. And then we'll have to, let's just lock these guys in, because this is going to be our core. So we can lock these guys in. We're probably going to run this core of the top 5 guys at the actual positions: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, and power forward and center. We're going to lock those in as our core, and we're probably going to use that in at least 10 of our 20 lineups today. So we're going to be heavy on those guys. But this is what it spits out. Al Horford, if he plays, 5,700, great play, or 5,900, great play. Dedmon, solid play there. And Fournier, not my favorite play, but he grades out well. Let's see what else we got by him. Bunch of Magic. I think I would go and get like a Pat Beverly instead. Something like that if you're running a single entry type thing. Another thing I'm going to show you that I haven't used in a while is the mass lineup generator. So we can go up here, click on this. I got my 5 players. We'll generate 20 lineups within 1,000. Well, yeah, 1,000's fine. 1,000 of the salary. Keep the randomness low. Unique players 1. You can set your mass exposure so you won't get one player more than 40% of the time. In my case, Trae Young and Karl Anthony Towns. So these lineups will not have them in more than, so you do a little quick math here, 8 lineups. Alrighty. So you click this generate lineups button. Usually takes about a minute or two. This is another time where I like to remind people you can follow me on Twitter at YetiExpress2, at YetiExpress and the number 2. Remember, you can try out all these tools that I'm using in this video. 30 days for $1 by clicking the link in the description below. Gets you access to the NFL, NBA, NHL, and MLB. We're adding golf really soon. I've been in touch with the guys that run this website, and that is the next thing in place. So if you're a golf person, you might want to get on board, check some of this stuff out. MLB starts on Thursday. I'm really looking forward to using this stuff for that. Alrighty, guys. Let's look at the lineups. All right, we'll sort it by projected points. So, Luka Doncic I'm kind of off of because he's been pissing me off lately. But here's what we got for projections. They're projecting Markkanen for 51. That's a high projection in my opinion. But he's gonna shoot the ball 25 times. So I mean, I get it. But here's what it's looking at for some of the best plays on the board. Looks like Markkanen seems to be the best play from a value perspective. Beal, decent. Fox is way up there. But yeah, just so you can kind of look at this, you can build lineups real quick. You don't want to do a bunch of extra research. These tools will do it for you. Here's a lineup that I would get behind right here. Trae Young, Karl Anthony Towns, probably get up off of Bembry since there's 500 left. But Markkanen, Towns, and Young, I like that quite a bit. You got Gay in there, something like that I like. Here's another Young and Towns one with Anthony Davis, Wiggins, Bryant, Beasley. I'm gonna be heavy on Young and Towns today when I get into my builds. We'll try and build a quick FanDuel lineup quick. I don't play on FanDuel, but I like to let the users know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at this stuff. So let's get Towns, Trae Young, plenty fine, Shaq Harrison, fine there, Marcus Smart, DeRozan, and LeBron. Geez, there's a lot of value over here. Probably get off LeBron. Randall's I'm fine with. Let's cut some salary between the top guys up here. We got 9K to get rid of. Get a Kent Bazemore. And then you could go like a Jabari Parker. That leaves you 500 on the board to play with. You get up off Marcus Morris. And go get a Linux. Something Something like this on FanDuel: Young, Harrison, Bazemore, Smart, Parker, Gay, Randall, Kelly Olynyk, Karl Anthony Towns. Leaves 900 on the board, so you got plenty to play with here. You get up off Gay and go get someone like Josh Richardson. Something like that. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. Remember to hit the thumbs up button as always, and subscribe if you haven't already. We will see you tomorrow morning for one last NBA video, and then we are going to start hammering in the MLB. We're looking forward to doing that. It makes a good transition because the NBA's had some really bad games lately, and it's been frustrating. You get a guy yesterday like TJ McConnell who's in an absolute killer spot, and he puts up like 11 points. Just crazy stuff has been happening lately. So I'm about done with the NBA till the playoffs anyways, but we're going to pound out the last 2 days, and then we'll get back into it. We'll be ready to rock for the MLB. Alrighty, well, thanks for stopping by, guys. Click the thumbs up button. Have yourselves a good Tuesday.